Hello and a warm welcome back to Tony Northeastern. And before we get stuck into the additional sidings I'm going to put in for the diesel yard, I'd just like to quickly mention a big thank you to everybody who has commented on the last video involving the 1,000 subscribers. I couldn't have done it without you guys, and a big thank you for that. So, although the panel is finished, there's still these two tracks I've got to put in. The two tracks that eventually will become the diesel yard, which was going to be here, in this area here. So, first thing to do is this support here, which is going to support the upper level, that's got to come out. It's got to be moved over at least another 2 inches. These triangle support sections, these have got to come out, because I'm going to extend the baseboard this way by about a foot. Okay. The next task, take that out, which I think should just come off. That was easy. Right, so I shall now take out these two corner pieces and then make the baseboard to suit. Okay, catch you later. Okay, as you can see, the corner pieces have gone and a new baseboard has gone in. Just the bridge between that junction there and the fiddle yard there. Do apologise for the mess. So I left the corner supports underneath and just screwed this piece of MDF on top with an extra fixing in the middle to give it extra support, and filled in the holes with the old usual PVA filler mix, and it's gone off and it's been sanded down, and I stuck the upright back in position, at least an inch away from where it was originally, because you can see where it's been filled as well. And I fitted in the 2 points as well in readiness, and the siding has also been lifted. Now that siding has been down there, as you can see. You still see the sleepers where it's been down so long. It must have been down there for a good year or so. Yeah, so as you can see, the points are in place. I haven't got the point motors fitted underneath yet, and so that'll be 3 lanes of tracks coming through this bridge here into this baseboard here, which will create the diesel support yard for the fiddle yard. So there we go. And here's a view from this position. So as you can see, the diesels will run through here, depending on what track they want to go through, and then underneath the bridge into the yard there. It's not a very big fiddle yard, but it'll be enough to house possibly 6 diesels. Probably no more than that, but it's big enough for what I want, so that will work out quite well. Right, next thing to do is start doing some track laying. It's good to get back to actually building some stuff. The last few videos have just been power tests on the old locos, so a lot of people have enjoyed that. Thank you very much for the comments on that one. So let's go back to work now. with your fish plates and then push the rails home. Okay, as you can see, the 3 sidings for the diesel yard is now complete. It took a little while longer than what I thought it would do, but there you go. Okay, as there's no joints in the track for fish plate droppers, I've just soldered the droppers straight to the tracks in various locations, so hopefully they won't be seen when I come to ballast this area. And let's go and have a quick look at the steam MPD. Okay, we're over at the engine sheds at Newcastle, and see the cobble effect here I've got here. I'm going to do exactly the same over at the diesel yard. So at one point the diesel yard would have been a steam yard, but because of modernisation, the diesels have taken over the shed area. So the cobblestones that you've just seen over at the Newcastle sheds, I'm going to replicate here on the diesel yard. Right, so I've got these Gaugemaster buffer stops, so I'm going to put them on the ends of there, but I might trim the long bit off so they could have short buffer stops. But I'm going to fit LEDs to them first. So I'll go and do that and then see where we are in a bit. Right, I don't know if you remember, but a while back I did a video on LED and a triangle buffer stop, and basically it's the same principle as that, how I'm going to do it. So let's have a quick look. Okay, here we are at the bench, and what you're going to need to do this little job is a rule, a pencil, a Dremel with a 1mm drill bit in. Obviously you're going to need your solder iron, your flux and your LEDs. Now I've got these LEDs from Bright Components, so there's the LEDs you're going to be needing. Okay, so you're going to need them, and you buy these and you get your resistors as well. I think I paid £8 for 50, so I've got plenty to last the whole layout. Don't think I'm going to use them all anyway, so there you go, that's what you need. First thing you have to do is measure the centres between these two uprights here, which is 15mm. And then it's 7.5 to the centre and 2mm either side, so you got the holes at 4mm. And then your LEDs, you just drop straight in, and it's in the middle like so. Right, now then, depending on how you want to wire up your LEDs is depending on whether you're going to solder them to your track or you're going to add additional cables to take them through your baseboards and onto your buzz bar. That's depending on how you want to do it. Anyway, first things first is we've got to get the resistor onto the long leg of the LED, this one. So before I do that, I need to shape the leg, if you like, to go down the sides of the buffer stop. So I shall do that now, and will show you what it looks like afterwards, or unless I can do it in situ. I'm just using a pair of tweezers here just to try and bend them over into place. Like so. Okay, so they're bent up in place ready. So what I'm going to do with these ones, I'm going to solder these directly onto the tracks. You can still see that this is the long leg because I haven't trimmed it yet. So I'm going to trim that now and put the resistor inside this leg here, so you can hardly see it. Okay, as you can see, I have soldered the resistor in place on the leg, and it's tucked in just inside that beam on the buffer, as you can see. And the intention is to solder these directly to my track on my layout in situ, and I'm going to trim these off, this part of the buffer off. Once it's fitted on the track, I shall paint these diodes with a gloss paint to insulate them, and then weather up the buffer, and that's it, job done. So let's go back to the diesel yard. Okay, here we are back at the diesel shed area, and as you can see, the buffer is in place, and I've cut the back of the buffer off. And so the next thing to do is to solder these two anodes onto the track, and then we'll be ready to go. It's not fixed in place yet, as you can see, and that's the actual shape that I've bent them towards the inner rails. Okay, so that's the next thing to do, is to solder that to the tracks and pin the buffer in place. So you just put a little bit of flux into the area where you're going to solder. Just using a screwdriver to hold the got it. Right, there you go. Hey presto, it's working. Right, I did test it beforehand, but it does look a bit bright. So hey presto, it does look a bit bright. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to paint the square bit of the LED and round the back of it, so we just get a little bit of red coming through the front. So that's my next job. So I'll do that, and then we'll see where we go from there. Right, as you can see, it's dimmed down quite a lot, and it's taken about 3 coats of paint to get it to that stage. It's still not 100% perfect, but I'm getting there. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and I'll catch you again next time. Happy modelling now. Bye.